Good afternoon. Today, an indictment was unsealed, charging Donald J. Trump with felony violations of our national security laws, as well as participating in a conspiracy to obstruct justice. This indictment was voted by a grand jury of citizens in the Southern District of Florida, and I invite everyone to read it in full, to understand the scope and the gravity of the crimes charged. The men and women of the United States intelligence community and our armed forces dedicate their lives to protecting our nation and its people. Our laws that protect national defense information are critical to the safety and security of the United States, and they must be enforced.
Special Counsel Jack Smith is telling Republicans, game on. In a letter just released from his attorneys to Congressman Jim Jordan and Senator Chuck Grassley, the chairs of the House and Senate Judiciary Committee, Jack Smith is offering to testify, but he wants to do so in a public hearing about the investigations he conducted.
So imagine for a second, you're Donald Trump. You've always believed you were above it all. Like being president somehow meant you could escape any consequences forever. You thought these investigations would just quietly vanish and that you could buy enough time to dodge them. But then, Jack Smith drops a bombshell in his final report. It paints a stark picture of a wide-ranging criminal conspiracy and clearly shows that you knowingly broke federal laws. The evidence, backed by witness statements and documents, is strong enough for an immediate indictment. Smith doesn't hold back in his findings. He indicates that grand juries were poised to indict you, firmly believing that the evidence against you is overwhelming and that conviction would be a likely outcome, even after your presidency. And when Smith publicly states that your arrest is imminent once you're no longer in office, it really drives the point home. You're facing federal charges, a trial, testimony from witnesses, and all the evidence laid out for a jury to decide your fate. Based on what Smith has gathered, conviction looks more probable than just possible. The reality is staring down at you. You're likely heading towards arrest, trial, and possibly even prison. Before diving deeper into this, I want to take a moment to acknowledge something important. So, let's dive into something that's really shaking things up.
Given the many mischaracterizations of Mr. Smith's investigation into President Trump's alleged mishandling of classified documents and his role in attempting to overturn the results of the 2020 election, Mr. Smith respectfully requests the opportunity to testify in open hearings before the House and Senate Judiciary Committees.
Jack Smith, the special counsel, recently made it clear that President Trump is facing some serious trouble. He's not beating around the bush. He flat out confirmed that Trump could be arrested. The evidence is all lined up, and the case is ready to roll. The only hiccup at the moment is that sitting presidents can't be indicted, thanks to a policy from the Justice Department. But as soon as Trump steps down, whether that's in the foreseeable future or later, everything changes. That's when the arrest warrants will be handed out, charges filed, and then the trial will kick off. We're talking about a federal criminal trial here, where Trump could face charges like obstruction, conspiracy, and mishandling classified documents, among others. All serious stuff that could land him behind bars for years. And guess what? Smith has the proof to back all these claims. Now, let's break this down a bit more. Smith's final report, which came out in October 2025, is pretty damning. It confirms that Trump wasn't just confused or misled. He knowingly conspired to block the certification of Joe Biden's victory in the 2020 election. He knew what he was doing was illegal, and he made a choice to try to overturn the election result anyway. The report outlines how Trump broke several federal laws, including obstruction of an official proceeding and conspiracy to defraud the United States, serious offenses that can lead to decades behind bars. What Smith has essentially communicated
I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life.
Can run through the valley where the leaves lie. You can hide in the smoke where the wild crows cry. You can whisper to the darkness like it's on your side. But truth walks